All right, it is time, man. Today we're going to talk about the reins of the Quantum Courser. We have now gathered quite a lot of information to see how exactly it's going to work out and show you guys so you will know what kind of mounts you can expect from this item and also where the item comes from, of course. Let's check it out. Alright, so first things first. This mount comes from Dawn of the Infinite. It has 8 bosses, but we only care about the last one because the last one is the one that will drop this item. Reins of the Quantum Courser. This item is extremely rare item. We have done a lot of testing on the PTR. We have done over 20-30 runs only on the last boss to see can we get our hands on this item so we can understand what it can actually drop. Eventually, it turned out we could. So first of all, a big shout out to Ursoc, a big shout out to Laced. You guys are awesome that we could try this out together. We did, run after run after run, and it turned out that we eventually got it and we got a little bit of more information what it can give. So let's take a look at what it can actually give you. Okay, PTR wise, so people that have checked this in game and actually got the loot from the last boss, opened up the item and saw what's inside, we got following: the Reins of the Infinite Time Reaver, the Cartel Master Gear Glider, the Marafang's Reins, and the Midnight Eternal Reins. Those are the 4 ones that we have seen in game. And the crazy thing is, when we did this on the PTR, after all these tries, one time we actually got the Quantum Courser from the boss, but it was not only 1 loot, it was actually 2 loots. So yes, you can actually get more than 1 loot of the Quantum Courser from the boss. So we got that one, and that is when we actually got the Time Reaver one. That was when we actually got the Gear Glider one. So then, just like an hour ago or something, World of Warcraft tweeted a video about the Quantum Courser item. They are showing different mounts that it can drop. So the first one is showing on the video, that is the Midnight Eternal Reign that we have seen before dropping in-game on the PTR. Now this one, this Proto-Drake, it can be a little bit difficult to see which one it is because you can either ping pong between the green Proto-Drake and also the time lost Proto-Drake. And when I was looking a little bit like on images how they look, I think it actually is the time lost Proto-Drake because if you look at the back wings here, the back side of the wings, and then look at how the different Proto-Drakes will look like, the time lost Proto-Drake has a lighter backside compared to the green Proto-Drake. The green Proto-Drake is darker on the backside instead. So it must be the Time Lost Proto-Drake one. So the Time Lost Proto-Drake. Then we have Reins of the Raven Lord. And they also show a little bit in the background, like a hint what that mount it is and where it comes from. But yeah, that's the Raven Lord. And that's the Sharkbait one. So those are the different 4 mounts that they're actually showing on that video. So now, if you put it all together, we have the Time Reaver, the Gear Glider, the Marafang's Reins, the Midnight one, the Time Lost Proto-Drake, the Raven Lord, the Sharkbait Cracker, and then finally we're gonna take a look at a post that Wowhead did some time ago where they actually data mined different mounts and looked at the IDs of them, the mount ID of them, to see like do we see any patterns and stuff like that. And it turned out they found a pattern, and this pattern led to a list of mounts in which all mounts we have seen so far from in-game and from the last video are actually on that list. Except though, there is one mount that is not on this list, and that is the Time Lost Proto-Drake. So even though I might be wrong, it might not be Time Lost Proto-Drake, but I think it is. Let's say it's even the green one. The green one's not listed here. The only Proto-Drake listed on this list is actually the blue Proto-Drake. But other than that, all these mounts that Wowhead has data mined of potential or probably mounts that will be on the Quantum Courser, they are here. So here we have the Discharged Reins, the Reins of Raven Lord, the Swift White Hawkstrider, the Blue Proto-Drake, the Drake of the North Wind, the Vitreous Stone Drake, the Armored Wazari Raptor, the Swift Zulian Panther, the Reins of Infinite Time Reaver, the Midnight one, the Sharkbait one, the Mummified Raptor, the Underworld Krog, the mega-dugenon Peacekeeper, the Marafang Rein, and also the Cartel Gear Glider. One thing that I have not added on worldofmoody.com when it comes to the Wowhead reference is actually they have done even more. So we're gonna hop in there and take a look at that. They talk about raid mounts as well. They talk about looks like it might be some raid mounts that can be added into this as well. But that's a weaker speculation. But let's look at those anyway, since they are there, even though it's speculation is a weaker one. Let's see what we got. Mimiron's Head, the Flame Talon Alizor, the Experiment 12B, the Reins of the Blazing Drake, and also Lifebinder's Handmaiden. So those are the different mounts that we got that are speculated, and then we also got ones that are 100% from the video and 100% what we've seen in game, and also those goes hand in hand with the list that WoW had made as well, except for the Proto-Drake instead of the Time Lost one. So there you go, guys. So the only thing I can say now to you is happy hunting.